This evening, hide the belts and the sharp objects as CXC results are in. It may sound a bit trashy, but City Hall will start charging to pick up your garbage. One young woman runs for the gold, not the glory. In the region, in Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he's willing to meet with the labor movement on Wednesday. And internationally, US President Donald Trump announced a revamped strategy for the conflict in Afghanistan.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. The Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate Examination results leave much to be desired. However, there were many bright spots as several of the Guyanese students outpaced their Caribbean counterparts. There was no denying the obvious challenges within the education system, especially at the secondary level, and the ministry has plans to address these problems. In a subsequent broadcast, we'll take a more in-depth look at the release of the CSEC results. Nonetheless, Wendell Jeffrey was at the results announcement and filed this report.
George, meet Michael Bhopal from Queen's College. He wrote 25 subjects at the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate Examination and got 24 grade 1s and 1 grade 2. I asked him where he plans to go from here, and he said this.
I don't think so, because I don't see the facilities in place, to deliver courses on quantum physics and so on to persons who may be interested to do so, to do the course in the future. I don't see facilities to facilitate that.
Michael wants to be a professor of quantum physics. I asked him exactly what that is.
Quantum physics, it's very interesting. I mean, think about describing the particulate nature of matter in terms of waves. It's really interesting when you think about it.
He said that hard work and the help of his mother, who is a homemaker, and his father, who was a deputy headmaster, are what aided him in achieving these very impressive results. I asked him if he had a word for his fellow young people who might be experiencing some challenges with life.
I would say that, whatever society perceives you as or limits that society places on you should not define you. You need to have your goals and you need to be ready to work towards them, to achieve them, so that you can get the most out of life, or as much as you want out of life. You mustn't let what others say, impact you, or you mustn't let the success of others define your success. You need to know what you want personally and work towards that.
George, as he looks forward in life, his purpose seems very clear.
Yes, consistency is key, and I maintain that. Well, I try to maintain that.
Now meet Elisa Nurse. She was also among those topping the country. She got 13 grade 1s and says she thinks she would like to be an economist.
I'm not entirely sure yet, but something in the business field, maybe an economist.
Sherry Frank got 13 grade 1s and 3 grade 2s, and she has immediate plans of studying at the University of Guyana as she forges ahead to become a medical doctor. Sherry thanks her family and teachers for her success.
I plan on getting an associate degree in biology at the University of Guyana, as well as continuing on to pursue medicine. 12,684 students wrote the CSEC exams, 125 students less than last year. Of the 35 subjects that the students wrote, 11 subject areas showed worse performances than last year. This amounts to 63.8% pass rate. The CSEC percentage went up this year just by 0.1 percentage point. The CEO, while admitting that they were not where they would like to be, said that they will be attacking the problem from all fronts.
We've noted that we've enjoyed a 1% improvement, but that by no means is where we want to go. And so we have several things going for us, including the subject committee meetings. We have the Guyana Secondary Education Improvement Project, which seriously addresses the issue in relation to mathematics. We're looking currently also at the appraisal of our teachers, which brings to bear a greater level of accountability at the level of the classroom. So by appraisal, we will be able to determine where our teachers are weak and also tackle those areas of weaknesses definitively.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. On the topic of academic performance, 851 candidates from 9 secondary schools and 4 private institutions sat the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations, or CAPE, in May/June of 2017. Guyana achieved a 92.57% pass rate with grades 1 through 5. 16.47% of the entries attained grade 1. 22.9 attained grade 2, 22.93 attained grade 3, 18.08 attained grade 4, while 13% of the students attained grade 5. The Ministry of Education is informing CAPE students that they are able to access their official individual results online at results.cxc.org. Don't go away. We have more news for you after the break.
Mining Week 2017 ends on a high note with Pork Knock a Day on August 26 at the Bayrock Ground, Wismar, Linden from 9 hours under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green. Enjoy the competitions and get the experience while battling, shoveling, jigging, Tacuba crossing, Warishi race and more. We will meet you at the Bayrock Ground in Wismar, Linden, a gateway to the interior, on Saturday, August 26 from 9 hours for an educational and fun-filled Pork Knock a Day 2017 and the chance to win a diamond. It's Mining Week 2017, August 20th to 27th under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
I can be your flame, light up the night, like a shooting star blazed through the sky.
This is not an introduction. This is something that is a culmination of all the work that we've done, starting with really when GTT came to Guyana in 1991, and really when we landed on the sea fiber optic cable. What we're doing now is running fiber to the homes, which is something that is seen in the largest cities in North America. This will change lives, and that really is what motivated us. We want to change lives. Blaze, what Blaze really symbolizes is speed, security, getting internet to your home so that you can do more with the internet. It's really a piece of work with all the teams, the technical, the commercial, everybody coming together to bring fast, reliable, secure broadband to your home. So we've got the capacity to provide the country with significant amounts of bandwidth. And what this is now we're bringing the bandwidth to your home. Blaze will change your life because you will be able to connect to your loved ones and everybody in the world. The tech team really inspires me. It really inspires the team, and it really drives what we do at GTT. So today, the guys are doing a Blaze installation, and it's not just about climbing on the poles, running the wiring, and installing the equipment. It's about forming that relationship with you. It's about ensuring that you're comfortable with the installation, you're comfortable with people in your home. And we train our guys with all the social graces to ensure that you're comfortable. Our engineers are installing Blaze high-speed internet. And what you'll get is internet that is reliable, it's fast, and it's secure. So I encourage you to get Blaze internet inspired by you.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
For one Guyanese athlete, it's all about the gold, not the glory. You may not have known, but this young woman is a champion.
I mostly enjoy running because my grandmother used to run too. So I take up running and I continued because she never continued with her. She had to drop out, so I continued.
Over a week ago, 17-year-old Toyan Raymond competed excellently in the Boyce and Jeffords Track and Field Classic. This event brought together athletes from 8 different nations to compete for the #1 spot in track and field.
We did extremely well on that meet, whereby we have copped the 100, the 200, and we got second in the long jump, where we obtained the champion trophy.
On the heels of this victory, Raymond is preparing to represent her nation again. This Thursday, she will be in Suriname for the Inter-Guyana Games. According to her coach, Lyndon Phillips, many are not even aware of this fact because she has received almost no media attention.
We know normally when somebody did extremely well, papers would flash around the country, showcasing the talent of our young, but we didn't even recognize that happen. Our name wasn't mentioned that much, so it's a concern to know why this happened.
Coach Phillips has a theory as to why this is so.
If we can get some kind of a adjustment, knowing that we all are Guyanese, whether I come from the country or I come from the most decimal part of Guyana, we are Guyanese. And when I give my all, just give me what is due for me. That's all we need.
Throughout his career as an athlete and a coach, he has been confronted with this trend. According to Phillips, who hails from the same community as his protege, city-dwelling Guyanese tend to neglect or even outright discriminate against rural Guyanese. He perceives this unfair treatment as a major point of frustration for young athletes like Raymond. The soft-spoken athlete agrees with her coach, but while the situation upsets her, she refuses to allow it to deter her.
Well, I feel a little bad because if you want to see your athletes do good, you have to treat them good and make sure it's the right way. You're doing it instead of being the bad way. But it's kind of bad to hear about how Guyana is really constructing it. But sometimes you gotta let people be what they want to be.
With this in mind, Toyan Raymond has a piece of advice for other up-and-coming athletes.
Stay focused and train hard, and don't fussy yourself over nonsense. Just be focused on the ball.
City Hall will soon start charging businesses to pick up their waste. Here's more on the issue. In a press release, the mayor and city council announced that starting September 1st, 2017, it will begin charging a nominal fee for the collection and disposal of commercial and industrial waste generated within the city of Georgetown. According to the MNCC, this decision was taken after extensive consultations and discussions with different stakeholders, including members of the local private sector and non-governmental organizations, as well as community-based groups. The fees will be charged within 3 categories. Small businesses will be charged $5,000 per month, medium businesses $8,000 per month, and large businesses $12,000 per month. Additionally, private contractors who are hauling industrial and commercial waste through the city will be required to compensate citizens by paying a percentage of the cost charged against businesses. Over the last 3 years, the city of Georgetown has collected and disposed of 2.23 million tons of waste at a cost of 1.4 billion Guyana dollars. This year, council has budgeted $1.2 billion for waste collection. This all translates to about $50 million per month to dispose of the city's waste, a cost that the cash-strapped city is no longer able to bear by itself. With this in mind, the council and community leaders and their groups could do more to improve environmental health in their communities. The suggestions City Hall had given are to ensure that all residents have proper garbage receptacles to store and dispose of garbage, to encourage residents to take responsibility for the physical conditions of their communities, and to continue to raise awareness about the importance of a clean and healthy environment. Over the next 2 weeks, the council will put in the streets of Georgetown patrols armed with cameras and other things to persuade litter bugs to desist from hurting the environment and to contribute to the sustainable development of the city of Georgetown. Also, the council will be moving apace to seek the support of the authorities to introduce the ticketing system against litter and the indiscriminate dumping of garbage in the city of Georgetown. Don't go away. After the break, we have our regional news, international news, and the weather report. Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride taxi service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride taxi service. Let's go.
The Guyana Geology and Mines Commission presents Mining Week 2017, August 20th to 26th under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green, with pre-Mining Week playoffs on August 5th, Port Kaituma, August 12th, Madhya and Puruni, August 13th, Ansgrove, and August 19th at Bartica. The National Mining and Quarrying Conference and National Mining Exhibition, August 21st and 22nd at the Pegasus Hotel. August 23rd is Customer Appreciation Day at GGMC Headquarters, Brickdam, Georgetown. Activities end with Pork Knockers Day at Bayrock Ground, Wismar on August 26th. It's Mining Week 2017, August 20th to 26th under the theme Mining Clean, Living Green.
John Lewis Styles proudly introduces Everest Bags, a complete and affordable line especially suited for back to school. Lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, pulley backpacks from $10,995. Also available are messenger bags, computer bags, waist pouches, duffel bags, gym bags, and even camping bags, all for the same price or less than buying online. And it's already here on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
This evening's regional and international stories are brought to you with the kind compliments of Oasis Ride taxi service. Now for news from the region. In Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he's willing to meet with the labor movement on Wednesday. Last Friday, members of the Trade Union Federation gathered outside the Prime Minister's office to deliver a letter requesting an audience with the Prime Minister. Dr. Keith Rowley said he had regularly met with them and would do so again. CNews has more.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he's willing to meet with the labor movement on Wednesday. Last Friday, members of the Trade Union Federation gathered outside the Prime Minister's office to deliver a letter requesting an audience with the Prime Minister. Dr. Rowley said he had regularly met with them and would do so again.
If it is that I have to meet with the labor movement, I will. As a matter of fact, when I get up from this table, I'm asking my staff to ask the labor movement to meet with me on Wednesday afternoon. The labor movement to meet on Wednesday afternoon. There's no problem with me meeting with the labor movement.
Meanwhile, Public Relations Officer of the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, Ozzy Warwick, says he heard the Prime Minister's intentions to meet with the labor movement, but he wants to see it in writing. Speaking to CNews, he reiterated it was the labor movement who initiated the call to meet.
Feel something when we actually see it in writing or when we get an official call. Because remember, we wrote to him, requesting a meeting. Yeah, we wrote to him. We made a call on 4th of August and then we wrote to him. So, we wait to hear, or officially, I heard it as well over the, heard the news clip, so we wait to hear from him officially.
And internationally, U.S. President Donald Trump announced a revamped strategy for the conflict in Afghanistan on Monday, saying that American troops would be focused on killing terrorists, not nation building. BBC gives us that story.
We are not nation building again. We are killing terrorists.
As Donald Trump there laid out his new strategy for Afghanistan, there was a bit of assurance for his supporters that he was potentially increasing the number of US troops in Afghanistan for all the right reasons. He also said there would be no time limit on them being there.
A core pillar of our new strategy is a shift from a time-based approach to one based on conditions.
What a difference to the Donald Trump of old, who in the Obama years was singing a very different tune.
Afghanistan is a total and complete disaster. What are we doing? Money should be spent in our country. We should rebuild our country. Let's get with it. Get out of Afghanistan.
Of course, he knew we'd all point out this 180-degree shift in policy, but he said, well, things are different now.
My original instinct was to pull out, and historically, I like following my instincts. But all my life, I've heard that decisions are much different when you sit behind the desk in the Oval Office.
Of course, Donald Trump campaigned on a platform of not spending American resources abroad, but here at home. So we'll have to see what his supporters think about his announcement on Afghanistan.
And now for the weather report. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Tuesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and ch2headlinenews.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and don't forget to stay tuned for Jeopardy after the break.